everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of Electrobasics, a series in which you're gonna learn basic electronics from making small circuits to Arduino programming. And today in this video we're going to have some look at this Arduino Uno, which is an SMD version and obviously with the USB cable. So let us unbox it and see what the components we get. So this is the USB cable that we need to connect with the Arduino board, and it comes with the board obviously. And here is the board, it's the SMD version, and here it says with the Atmega-328 IC. So today in this video we're going to have a quick look at what is Arduino. We'll be getting quickly started with all the software and basic coding. So let's get started and stay tuned in this video. Starting with the hardware, there is a microcontroller named as Atmega-328P, which is the mastermind of this board, and it has all the functions integrated and is hence called as IC, which means integrated circuit. Then there are one more pair of ICs which are regarding the interfacing of this microcontroller with USB port. This is the power input port, wherein you can power this board with voltages of 7, 9 or 12 volts. Then there is a voltage regulator IC which controls the voltage and limits it to 5 volts, which is the working voltage for this microcontroller. Then there are two crystal oscillators. This one works for the microcontroller and provides it with its time input and output. Then there is one more reset button which can be used to reset this microcontroller or to start executing any particular code from its beginning. Then at this point we have the digital pins from 2 to 13, and these two pins, the TX and RX, are used for transmitting and receiving signals from either a sensor or some device. And then there are these two LEDs, RX and TX, which indicate the receiving and transmitting of any data from the microcontroller. And this LED, that is the on, it indicates whether the microcontroller is turned on or not. Then we have some auxiliary power pins over here, which can be used for harnessing power or powering sensors. And then there we have analog input pins. There are 5 of these and can be used for analog input and outputs. So that is a quick hardware review of this Arduino Uno board. And a USB cable like this one can be used to connect it via this cable to any device like a laptop, and you just have to interface it with your laptop, and you can insert or pass any code into this microcontroller and run according to it. Talking about some of the specialties of these pins, all of these digital pins are just the similar ones except this pin number 13, which has an inbuilt resistor in it. So we can use this pin for lighting any LED without any external resistor. So now we are going to try a basic code with our laptop. So now we will connect this board with the laptop via this USB cable, and here the two LEDs start flashing, and which indicates that it has been successfully connected. Okay, so here I have opened the Arduino IDE software, which can be obtained freely on the internet, and you can get it from arduino.cc. Now I have also connected the Arduino board, and in the tools option you can see that the port COM5, the USB port, is connected with the board Arduino Uno. So now we'll be trying out the most basic example which is there in this software. So when I click on the file menu, I can see in the examples basics. So in the basics I will choose the blink code, and the blink code appears here. Now here is the blink code, and as you can read over here, it describes what this code is about. And going to the code, here is the initialization of this code with the void setup, and in this section we define the pins that are going to be used in this code. So the pin mode, it defines the pin that we are going to use. The LED built in, it indicates the pin number 13 on which an inbuilt resistor and LED is connected on board. And we are using for a purpose of output, which means that we are going to feed some voltage out, and we are not gonna receive any voltage input. Then the next section, we define what function is to be performed by this described pin over here. So here we have written LED built in, that is pin number 13, output as high. Then we give a delay of 1000 milliseconds, that means 1 second, and there is a delay of 1 second, so the LED stays on for a second. Then after this, there is a command is LED built in, that is the pin number 13 to be set as low, which means the voltage is low, and the LED shuts off for the similar time, that is delay of 1 second, and this is repeated again. So now we're gonna simply upload. We're gonna click on upload, and the software starts compiling the sketch and starts uploading it into the board. But for that purpose, you need the board to be connected with the software, and here it starts uploading and it says done uploading. Now let us see how does this code actually perform on our Arduino board. So for our instance, we can use a small LED like this. So we have to use the pin number 13 for the positive leg and the G and D as negative. Now I have connected the LED on the pin number 13 of this board, and now let us see how does this board behave when it's uploading the code. Okay, so now we have started uploading, and as you can see, the LED is blinking for a delay of 1 second. It stays on for a second and shuts off the other. And in this way you can upload whatever the code you want in this microcontroller, and you can use the other serial pins, other digital and analog outputs and inputs to pair with similar sensors like ultrasonic, IR, or many other sensors like PIR sensor or many others. Today guys, hope you got a thing or two from this video, and hope you enjoyed the video as well. For next updates, stay tuned and hit the notification bell and subscribe the channel for regular updates. Thanks for watching.